Hello, my name is Dr. Caroline Walker. I am an NHS-based psychiatrist and therapist, and I specialise full-time in the well-being of doctors and other healthcare professionals. And I've been making a series of videos about how we as healthcare professionals can stay well during this COVID pandemic. Thank you so much to everybody that's been commenting on videos that we've put out so far and who've emailed in their feedback. It's really appreciated, and I hope to keep making videos that are helpful for you, so please do keep that feedback coming in, because it's helpful for me to know what it is you'd like me to cover. Today I'd really like to talk to all of you new doctors out there, and by that I mean those of you who have been in the job less than a year, perhaps even just a few months. There may be some of you who came onto the wards early, having finished your, or not finished rather, your medical training, but having had that sped up due to COVID. There may be some of you who were due to start around now anyway, and there may be those of you who are about to start in the coming months. And so this is a video really for all of those who are already out there working, but also those who are about to start their work as a doctor in the next few months. I really just wanted to say, from my heart to yours, that whatever it is that you are experiencing and going through in this extraordinary time is okay. That, becoming a doctor for the first time, being on the wards for the first time, is an incredibly challenging role and experience to go through at the best of times. But to be doing that during a global pandemic is, it's a whole other level. And I know that myself and many others have been, feeling really quite grateful for the fact that we are perhaps a little bit further down the line. And so I just want to say, if you are someone that has just got out onto the wards, if you're just starting and you're experiencing any kind of struggles, then please know that you are not alone and that it is completely normal. Being a doctor, as I say, is hard at the best of times. You are asked to do extraordinary things, to witness extreme trauma, pain, grief, uncertainty, to have huge amounts of responsibility on your shoulders, and hopefully you are surrounded by a wonderful, understanding, nurturing team. But we know that sadly, often that is not the case. And if you are one of those doctors who's out there feeling very unsupported, very unloved and nurtured in your new role, then please know again that you are not alone and that there is help out there for you. I remember back to my first days and weeks and months on the wards myself, and it was a baptism of fire. I don't think I really realised what being a doctor really meant until I was there. And the sheer levels of anxiety and stress and overwhelm, the pace at which everything suddenly went, without the space to recover and learn and reflect like there was back in medical school. And it was really quite challenging, and I really struggled early on, and it really only took me a few weeks to get to the point where I was quite burning out. And I want you to know that if that's you, if you are really struggling, crippled by anxiety, if you're driving into work and sitting in your car crying before you start your day of work, or just about getting to the end of the day and then ending up crying in a store cupboard or in the toilet or on your way home, or if you're just reaching for those extra glasses of wine to get you through, or feeling like you're not functioning, that all you're doing is working and sleeping and eating and that's about it, if that, and then please know, as I say, that it's all right and it will be okay. You will not feel like this forever, and there is help out there for you. If you're actually kind of just getting by, but you're actually finding it really hard, please know that that's pretty much the experience of most doctors in their first year. And occasionally some people fly by and absolutely love it, but in my experience working for years and supporting doctors, most people find those first year or two really quite challenging. So you are not alone. It's absolutely okay to feel like you're the only one that doesn't know what they're doing, to feel like an imposter, to feel like people are going to realise that you shouldn't have, passed your finals, or that actually if you'd been, rushed through the finals early to get onto the wards through the pandemic, that somehow they're going to realise you weren't ready, right? And actually the case is that you probably are. You're probably okay, because we are, generally pretty capable, bright and caring and compassionate people, and actually you're probably doing a much better job than you give yourself credit for. So please remember that too, that whilst you might be thinking, I don't know what I'm doing here, that person would be better off with another doctor. Actually, they might not be. Actually, you may be doing a much, much better job than you realise, and really helping those people who are sick and in pain, being with them, just being with them, actually alongside them in those moments. We can't underestimate the importance of that, of being a compassionate human being next to somebody when they are at their most vulnerable, most afraid, most in pain. And please don't, underestimate what it is that you are doing when you're busy beating yourself up about all the things that you might or could be doing better. That's a top tip for me, is to use the word could. I could be doing this better, not should. Should is often a word we use when we're judging ourselves, or I should be able to do this, I should be able to remember that. Oh my God, that was one of my most commonly said words to myself in that first year of being a doctor. That person over there knows how to do this, I should be able to. Well, maybe I could learn how to do that one day. We've got a lifetime ahead of you to become more confident, more skilled and more experienced. And right now, I think if you're just getting through the day, if you're surviving and if you're asking for help, then I think that is the most important thing. So on that note, if you are struggling, if you are finding yourself crying, on a daily basis, we'll all probably have really rough days throughout this time. But if you're finding that actually something isn't right here, maybe you're even, at the point where you're thinking of leaving medicine, or that life isn't worth living even. If that's you, then please know that there is help out there. If you're a doctor in England, you can contact the Practitioner Health Service and refer yourself for free and confidential support. Even if you're not based in England, please do check out their website as well, practitionerhealth.nhs.uk, because they have a lot of free resources on there, free access to wellbeing apps, to therapy, to online modules, to all sorts of different things, to webinars. Please do go and check that out. It's a really great resource. And you can always go and see your own GP as well. They will be really understanding. That's another avenue of support. There's also a 24-hour support text line. You can text Frontline to 85258 if you are having a bad day, if you're struggling, if you just need to talk to someone. They can provide you with support or signpost you on to further support if you need that. So please do know you're not alone. You can always contact me as well. My story of how I've struggled, is out there. I'm very open about that, because I think it's really important that as doctors we hear from other doctors that actually it isn't always easy, that sometimes you come home and you just think, I can't do this anymore. And that's okay if that's you, if you've got to that point. So please do get in touch with me as well if I can help and signpost you in any way at caroline@joyfuldoctor.com. I want you to know, whatever you're experiencing, this isn't going to last forever. This phase that we're in right now with COVID isn't going to last forever. You're not going to be in your first year as a doctor forever. This will pass, whatever you're experiencing. And so hold on, if you can, to some of those moments of joy, of gratitude, of when things are going well, the experiences that make you feel that it is bearable, and it is, the moments when you get that lovely feedback, do hold on to those moments too, because this time will pass. And if you do need help, please do reach out. It is nothing to be ashamed of. You might feel ashamed, but that will go once you get the help and support you need. Trust me, I've been there, and I felt that deep shame of not being good enough, not being the doctor that knew what they were doing, and actually I was, and it was okay, and I got help and support, and I healed, and you can too. So please do reach out for help if you need. All right, take care, and as I say, please do give me feedback or anything on this video if it's been helpful to you. Share it if you think that would help anybody else, and do be in touch at caroline@joyfuldoctor.com if there's anything else you'd like me to do any videos on. Thank you. Bye for now.